Good evening, Mayur. Please take your seat.
Thank you, sir.
We want to start by congratulating you on 2 counts.
Yes, sir.
First is you have cleared mains right in the very first attempt.
Thank you, sir.
So it's a great achievement. But of course, let this be the last attempt.
Hopefully, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
And secondly, we are happy to have youngster from Assam.
Thank you, sir.
That also because I'm sure you know that actually not many youngsters are preparing for civil service from Assam.
Yes.
I think just recently it has begun to slightly pick up.
Yes, sir.
Any idea why Assamia youth is not turning to civil service?
Sir, the first thing that I can think of is the lack of exposure. Even I came to know about civil services after I was in around class 12th. Before that, I had no idea. Also, there is also lack of guidance in their region. There are no teachers who can guide in this path. So, these are the 2 main things that I can think of at the moment.
So, how, what, when did you think of joining civil service?
Sir, I first got this opportunity when I was a state rank holder in class 12, and there was a felicitation program. And in that program, those who had cleared UPSC CSE from Assam that year, they were also felicitated. And sir, that was the occasion when I first came to know about the prestige and the status of this service. And that was the
12th money, which would be this year?
Sir, 2015.
Okay. And you remember who they were felicitated at the hands of?
Sorry, sir. Who felicitated them?
Yeah.
Sir, it was Chief Minister. Chief Minister was there.
Okay. So, I mean, you thought of joining civil service in 12th.
Yes, sir.
Then what made you think of MBBS?
Yes, sir. Sir, the first thing was the lack of guidance. I actually developed an inclination towards civil services, but that inclination actually did not get that guidance that it should have got. And sir, during the course of MBBS, that initial desire it began to resurface again. And then finally, when I was in the 4th year, I decided that I would actually attempt for the civil services.
Very good. Do you think illegal infiltrators are, to say the least, developing a mortal threat to culture, civilization, language in Assam?
Sir, that is obviously, sir, definitely that's an issue. Although I think that the mortal threat, that would be an exaggeration, because sir, illegal immigration is still continuing in Northeast India. For example, sir, there was a BSF report recently which showed that in the last 3 years there were 14,000 illegal immigrants who were caught at the border and were sent back. So that just represents the number who were actually caught. There are thousands of more who actually infiltrate every year into the northeastern part of Assam. And yes, sir, it results in demographic change in the region. And with demographic change, there is several issues, be it economic, land encroachment, and also there is also some aspect of cultural issue as well. For example, in Tripura, sir, around in 1881, 64% of the population were Tripuri, but now they are just remaining 32%. So they have turned into a minority in their own area. So yes, sir, this is definitely an issue. However, to say that it is a mortal threat, I think that would be a far-fetched statement.
Is the present government taking some steps on the issue?
Yes, sir. The government is at the moment, sir. The government is focusing more on border fencing and putting up more patrolling in the areas. Sir, that is the basic step that is being taken. Besides that, there is also NRC which was being carried out, and it resulted in detection of 19 lakh doubtful voters.
Recently, I heard it is now down to 11 lakh.
Yes, sir. After the revision, it is still going on. No fixed report has been fixed yet, but the last proper notification, it was around 19 lakhs, sir, as far as I can recall.
How many bridges are there on Brahmaputra?
Sir, at the moment, there are 4 bridges in over Brahmaputra.
Is it a mark of development?
Yes, sir. Also, sir, there are projected, sir, there are 2 more bridges that are in line. And besides this, there is Dhola Sodia bridge on the river Luhit. And I think that yes, we are making rapid strides in with respect to infrastructure recently, sir. And with that, I think that Northeast will get a boost, much needed boost in its economy.
So is ASU
Yes, sir.
now as active as it used to be back in 80s?
Sir, no, it is not that much active in the political front as it was back in 80s, because back in 80s it was leading the Assam movement agitation, and sir, now it is mostly confined to commenting on the illegal immigration issue mostly.
As of today, is Ulfa more powerful or Sulfa more powerful?
Sir, I think both the entities' power have been significantly reduced over the years.
No, if one is reduced, the other has to increase.
Yes, sir. However, in comparison, I think that at the moment the influence of probably Sulfa would be higher as compared to Alpha at the moment.
They are also joining mainstream politics.
Yes, sir.
You think central government is paying extra special attention to Northeast in general and Assam in particular?
Sir, with respect to as a whole,
Yeah.
yes, sir. I think that the government is giving emphasis on the Northeast at the moment. As for example, sir, recently the Home Minister of India, he visited Kibithu, one of the bordering states of Arunachal Pradesh, where he launched a vibrant village model. So yes, sir, that is actually a good step. Also, the government is launching, sir, around 10,000 kilometers of road construction is going on at the moment in railways. Thirdly, sir, the government is also investing in inland waterways. Around 30 Indra Ghats have been properly planned, both in National Waterways 2 and 16. And sir, also the road bridges are also over the Brahmaputra also in plan.
Excellent, Dr. Mayur. As I said, we look forward to your success. All the very best.
Fine, ma'am.
We had some discussion about the Brahmaputra with sir. So it's a river that floods perennially, and every year we see reports of flooding in Kaziranga and so many animals,
Yes.
as well as loss to human life. Is it an issue that can be solved at all?
Ma'am, I think we have to stay optimistic in this respect. We cannot accept that it cannot be solved, because only when we are optimistic and we work in this direction, then we can find solutions to this. Ma'am, I think the solution should be multifaceted. Firstly, it can be on infrastructure basis as well. For example, we can go for small or medium sized embankments and dams on Brahmaputra. We can also, sir, ma'am, construct levees to divert the flow. Ma'am, also we need to work on other aspects as well. For example, we need to regenerate or give space to the wetlands that have been encroached upon recently, and also the planning should be more in line with the flow of the rivers.
You were also a COVID warrior.
Yes, ma'am.
In the pandemic. So, how serious is this threat of long COVID? And is there any truth to the accusation or the sentiment that it is all an aftermath of the vaccine?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I actually recently read a report which suggested that probably in the long term, as seen with other respiratory viral diseases, probably it will stay for a very long time. And basically this comes down to the fact that viruses actually undergo two types of mutations. One is genetic drift and other is genetic shift. But genetic drift is very common, as is seen with avian flu as well. Every year that comes annually, it causes a mild outbreak and it goes away. Most probably it is a possibility, as per that report, that COVID might actually follow that pattern, that it might cause interspaced spikes over the years, and that remains to be seen how it evolves. And as such, ma'am, with respect to the risk of vaccines, ma'am, I think that we need to carry out empirical study in this aspect, whether it is actually responsible or not. So far, none of the studies have shown that the adverse effects of any serious adverse effects from vaccines.
I want to discuss with you the TB eradication program in
Yes,
India.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Do you think, I am not from a medical background, but in my limited understanding of it, I have seen reports that life-saving drugs, especially the subsidies that were given for TB drugs, and the allocation to the health budget has consistently reduced over the years.
Yes, sir.
Am I correct? Are we doing enough for the TB eradication programs?
Yes, ma'am. I think that we are doing good in this respect. However, yes, there are scope for further improvement, ma'am.
It's a very general answer.
Yes, ma'am. In like aspect of
Are your eyes watering?
yes, ma'am. This photosensitive actually because of the lights. It's
You're
fine.
all right,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I'm fine.
No, do you want something? I mean, do you want this shut
No,
down?
no, sir, it's fine.
Huh.
It's fine. Ma'am, in this respect, with respect to TB, ma'am, our national target has been to eliminate TB by 2025. I think we are on the track towards that, because we are investing not only in diagnostics but also in terms of the common treatment that we are providing. Ma'am, earlier used to be a very complex regime of multiple drugs. However, now we have combined it into a single drug. It also helps in better compliance. Also, the rate of TB incidence has been reducing in India, ma'am.
Okay. As an administrator, if you were to advise some concrete steps to improve the MMR and IMR in India, what would you recommend?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, with respect to MMR and IMR, India has probably one of the highest MMRs and IMRs in the world. Ma'am, with this respect, firstly we need to focus on infrastructure, in particular the primary sector, because the primary sector is the first point of contact that we can establish with both the pregnant mother as well as the child. So with private, as for example, in the mini PhD that I used to work, it did not have a delivery room. So that is the one of the biggest drawback in the infrastructure itself. We need to provide it at the primary level itself. Secondly, we need to ensure enough number of personnel with be it doctor-patient ratio improving or with other paramedics to patient ratio improvement. Ma'am, thirdly, we can also focus on nutrition, because anemia is probably one of the biggest factor which contributes to MMR through PPH, ma'am, postpartum hemorrhage that occurs. Ma'am, so thirdly, I think that we should actually focus on nutrition development, creating awareness drives among pregnant ladies so that anemia incidence reduces in India.
Okay, thank you. All the best.
Okay, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Mayur. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. Thank you.
You have given your first preference to foreign service.
Yes, sir.
So I presume you would have taken some interest in wider
Yes.
foreign policy and India's neighborhood and so on. Who inspired you to take foreign service as your first choice?
Sir, there is not a particular inspiration source. I actually developed an interest towards, in general, towards international relations during the course of the preparation. Sir.
Okay. You know Israel?
Yes, sir.
Good. There is something called a Ben Gurion Canal.
Okay, sir. Yes, sir.
Do you know what that is?
Sorry, sir.
Okay, doesn't matter. It's a proposed alternate to Suez Canal.
Okay, sir.
What do you think of our relationship with Sri Lanka?
Yes, sir. Sir, Sri Lanka is being a neighbor of India, sir. We need to actually maintain a very close relationship with Sri Lanka. Also, sir, it becomes the relationship of Sri Lanka becomes significant from on the backdrop that it is facing firstly an economic crisis, and secondly it is also the closeness with China. For example, the Hambantota port was given a 99 years lease to China. So Sri Lanka becomes strategically very important for India. So firstly, India is engaging with Sri Lanka on a more proactive basis now. As for example, during the economic crisis, India was one of the first countries to back the restructure program.
Fair enough, but do you think they have reason to be happy with us and trust us? I mean, converse sided that they went to China or even to Pakistan.
Yes, sir.
Because they had no option.
Sir, I think they have reason to trust us, because we have presented ourselves as a friend in need who actually comes to help rather than a rich landlord who is
Viru Prabhakaran.
Sir?
Do you think Prabhakaran,
Yes, sir. Yes.
was he a measure of our creating trust?
Sir, I'm not exactly aware about the official statements on that. However, I think, sir, the issue
I
with
mean the LTT crisis,
Yes, sir,
you know
Tamil.
that?
Yes, sir, the
Yeah.
Tamil issue. Sir, I think India has done its fair share for the upliftment of the Tamil communities in Sri Lanka. For example, the 13th amendment, if I can recall, sir, it says that Tamil should be made one of the official languages in Sri Lanka, and also sufficient provincial autonomy should be given in Tamil regions of Sri Lanka, sir.
If somebody was to intervene in India and say, well, you have to give autonomy to XYZ and you have
Yes.
to give them this and you have to give them this, would we like those people?
Sir, no, it would not be.
Why would they like us?
Yes, sir.
Anyhow, we'll leave that. Goes on.
Okay, sir.
Pakistan, as usual, is a troublemaker,
Yes, sir.
and they are in economic mess.
Yes, sir.
If they come with a begging bowl, what should we do?
Sir, so the past efforts from India, for past efforts to negotiate with Pakistan from India, so it has been disrupted by attacks cross border. As for example, recently, sir, it is not confirmed yet. However, sir, the foreign minister said that he will be attending the SCO summit in India, and the very next day there is an attack in Poonch. It is not confirmed about which militant is associated with. However, sir, I believe that the larger responsibility lies with Pakistan to show not only to India but also to the world that they are taking some tangible steps towards countering terrorism in their own land. And only after Pakistan shows such type of tangible outcomes, I think we can negotiate with them on a.
No, but they want to create this so that the G20 people, when they come to Srinagar,
Yes, sir.
they see a lot of police everywhere, they see a lot of military everywhere, and
Yes.
come to the conclusion that things
Yes.
are not right.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That is a possibility.
That
The
is a-
research is the investigation is still going on. Till now, no particular militant association has been confirmed to be responsible for this. However, there are doubts that it might be cross-border.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Mayur,
Yes, sir.
19th of June,
Yes, sir.
very important day for you.
Yes, sir.
Whom you celebrate, whom you share your birthday with?
Sir, as far as I can recall, sir, there was P.N. Panikkar. After him, sir, we have the National Reading Day.
What is birth date of Sri Rahul Gandhi, ex-MP?
Sir,
19th of June,
okay, sir.
1970.
Okay, sir.
Okay. And what is important today? 22nd of April.
22nd of April, sir.
What do you celebrate today? Whole of India is celebrating today. Two festivals.
Festivals, yes, sir. Eid ul Fitr, and there is Parshuram Divas.
Parshram Divas. Good. For that, I would take it. Good. So you were working as MO in NHM,
Yes, sir.
which you left in May 22.
Yes, sir.
Are you doing anything after that, or just
Sir,
preparing?
Sir, no. From I left around like 25th of May, and from 6th of June there was prelims, sir.
But for some time you worked also as in charge of COVID.
Yes, sir. COVID, I worked both during my internship period at Guwahati Medical College and also during my rural posting. I worked multiple times in COVID.
Good. So what is likelihood of your working again for COVID?
Sir, at the moment it is, we cannot say for certain. However, as the recent report has shown that probably there will be some spikes of COVID throughout, it will continue. However, most of those spikes are not, would probably not be very fatal. However, if there is an occasion when there is a fatality increases, mortality increases, sir, I'll be on the front line if my nation needs me to serve as a doctor then.
No, but what is probability means so far?
Yes, sir.
They say in 6 states. Let me tell you about the factual position.
Yes, sir.
6 states, including Delhi, Maharashtra, and big states, rate of positivity is around 30%.
Yes, sir.
What is this rate of positivity?
Sir, rate of positivity actually refers that of all the people who are coming for testing, whoever is whoever is found to be positive.
So, is it very high?
Yes, sir, it is high.
So, what do you make out of it?
Sir, firstly, that people are actually not very shy to at the moment to come to testing. Unlike the previous fear that upon testing will be issued.
Got
Secondly,
it. But question remains: what is likelihood?
of sir, once again such a scenario.
Such
Sir,
scenario?
I cannot give a number for sure. However, I think that the possibility of going for a full-fledged mortality of associated with COVID is low.
Because of?
Because sir, this seems to be even this variant that Arcturus is occurring. Sir, WHO has said that this is a variant to be watched over, not a variant of concern. So if there was a variant of concern, this Arcturus, then yes, sir, then there was a possibility that once again such measures as previously taken might be required.
Okay, so we need not worry. In short.
Yes, sir, at the
Good.
moment.
What is Jan Aushadhi Pariyojana?
Yes, sir. Sir, as far as I am aware of, sir, it is mostly associated with providing the generic medicines at an affordable cost or price through Jan Aushadhi stores that are being established throughout India.
Have you ever visited a Jan Aushadhi store?
Sir, no, I have not.
Then I won't ask you further questions. What is this expiry of drugs?
Sorry, sir?
Expiry of drugs.
Expiry date. Okay, sir. Yes, sir. Expiry of drugs basically refers to the date after which the efficacy of drugs will probably reduce to such a level that it won't have pharmacological impact or effect on the patient.
Drugs are costly thing.
Yes, sir.
For a poor person, let us say, on tuberculosis treatment,
Yes, sir.
very costly. So
Sir, however-
just after a certain day, what happens that drugs are not usable any longer?
Sir, because the potency or the active pharmaceutical ingredients that are put in the drugs, sir, their efficacy actually reduces with
Okay.
the passage of time.
It was 100% efficient till 21st of April. On
Yes.
22nd, will it be 99% or 0%? What would happen?
Sorry, sir, I am not exactly aware about the number. However, as far as I know, sir, the efficiency reduces to such a level that its impact reduces.
Can it actually, it is after all a chemical,
Yes, sir.
can it really happen that overnight after clock strikes 12, it becomes 0?
Sir, no.
It can't happen.
Sir, it's a gradual process.
You have studied because it can't happen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. More to it afterwards. Bridge course. There is demand by Ayurvedic doctors and
Yes.
homeopath that they should be given a bridge course and they should be allowed to do whatever Dr. Mayur Hajigarkar does.
Yes, sir.
So, do you agree with that?
Sir, yes, I think that providing access and quality healthcare is a big issue in India, and this bridge course might be a solution towards it. However, this bridge course, I believe that it has to come with certain limitations. Firstly, the course should be comprehensive enough to cover the most essential primary as well as secondary healthcare issues that are prevalent in India. Secondly, after the course is being taught to the candidates, there should be a thorough scrutiny of the candidates so that the license that they get is not is actually verified through practice practically. And sir, I have seen that through proper training, it is possible to teach them about the various diseases. Especially, we should focus on primary and secondary sector rather than the tertiary sector in this bridge course.
Okay. Who was Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad?
Sir, Fakhruddin Ali Ahmad, sir, he was the president of India. He was from Assam. He was also the health minister of Assam.
Okay, all the best, Dr. Mayur Hajigarkar.
Thank you, sir.
Good evening, Mayur.
Good evening, sir.
Dr. Mayur. You spoke about TB in Assam.
Yes, sir.
Actually, Assam had a special program and reduced the number of TB.
Yes, sir.
Today, Assam's rate of TB is much lower than the national rate. But Assam has a problem with lymphatic filaria.
Yes, sir.
What is being done about that?
Sir, lymphatic filaria, sir, it is actually reducing. Even the incidence is not very common at the moment. And with respect to that, sir, I think I'm not exactly aware about the various schemes. However, I think there are schemes for testing, free testing at the government centers, and providing the drugs that are required with this respect. And also, sir, there is a scheme which provides sir, footwear for those people who are actually suffering from filariasis, because the footwear issue is another issue for them.
You know, there is this new cult called veganism.
Sorry, sir?
Veganism.
Vegan. Oh, yes, sir.
Like your vegetarianism,
Yes, sir.
you've got veganism.
Yes, sir.
Is this a fad or is there something to be promoted? What exactly is veganism?
Sir, veganism is, as far as I am aware of, it is a movement which promotes a vegetarian diet over non-vegetarian diet, and they come up with sir, some sort of other forms of proteins which are most probably derived from non-vegetarian sources. Instead of they promote some vegetarian sources of protein, for example, like tofu. Sir, I think that in all honesty, sir, I believe that this veganism method of providing protein, so it is a costly business. Probably a vast majority of the Indians would probably not be able to afford that costly levels of protein. And so, sir, I believe that yes, although it is probably a good step. I think at the moment we need to focus for a mixed diet so that the nutritional support of vast majority of Indians can be supported.
Srimanta Shankardev.
So yes, Srimanta Shankardev was a religious reformer, sir, in Assam around 15th century, and he was the leader of the Neo-Vaishnavite movement in Assam.
When you pass out,
Yes, sir.
do you take the Hippocratic oath?
Sir, it is actually we have not been administered yet. I think it is given on our day of felicitation. Sorry, sir, when we are given our graduation certificate. The ceremony is not yet conducted for my batch.
How different is the Hippocratic oath from the Charak oath?
Yes, sir. Sir, actually, both of them are basically deals with a doctor's commitment to work for the service of the people, and I think that in principle there is not much difference between both. It is, I believe, it is more about Charak oath is more about appreciating the efforts that our culture or civilization has made towards the field of medicine through thousands of years.
What is India's Act East policy?
Sir, Act East policy is a foreign policy which India evolved after the 1991 breakdown of Soviet Union as an aftermath of the Look East policy, so that we can focus on our extended neighborhood in our Southeast Asia, build up more not only economic ties but also on strategic point of view and development. Sir.
What expectations does Assam as a state
Yes, sir.
have from the Act East policy?
Yes, sir. Sir, Assam has a very geostrategically very important position with respect to Act East policy, because it is the link which would link us with the rest of the ASEAN countries. For example, firstly, sir, there is the India-Myanmar-Thailand trilateral highway which goes to Assam. Secondly, sir, also it provides us with a connection through the Kaladan multi-modal project, which connects from Myanmar through Mizoram and then eventually to Assam. And sir, I think it's a very good opportunity.
The Kaladan project touch Assam?
Sir, no, it touches Mizoram, but then eventually it will link to Assam. Provides another way of linking to India. Sir. Also, it bypasses also this Kaladan multimodal project can actually help us bypass the chicken corridor dilemma that we have, sir.
Good news yesterday was Assam settled its borders with
Arunachal Pradesh.
Arunachal.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
How many other states does Assam have problems with? Why are they having the border problems there?
Sir, Assam at present has actively 4 northeastern states with which which Assam has conflict. Sir, basic reason why Assam has conflict with this comes down to the fact that historically all the 6 of the other northeastern states were born out of Assam, and it is in the aftermath of that there were some confusions as to which regions should fall within Assam or which regions should fall in the other states. However, sir, I think we are in a positive direction with it. We are coming up with solution not only with Arunachal Pradesh but also with Meghalaya in this aspect.
Was Shishrut the physician or a surgeon?
Sir, Susrut is believed to be a surgeon. Sir, he was his works mostly deal with sir eye surgery and rhinoplasty, plastic surgery. Sorry, sir.
Was it eye surgery or nasal?
Sir, eye surgery, eye and nose plastic surgery. Yes, both.
Any special trick you can recommend for solving a Rubik's Cube?
Sir, so mostly people what they do is that they go to solve a face initially. That is a wrong approach. They go for solving layer by layer. That is the first trick that I can say. But most of it is based upon algorithm, and we have to by heart lots of algorithms in order to know where to apply which.
Is there an algorithm which can solve the Rubik's Cube?
Yes, sir. It is solved mostly based on algorithms.
And Dr. Mayur has that solution.
Sir, yes, I know.
Looking for it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Wish
sir.
all the best.
Thank you, sir.
He has, but he doesn't want to tell. Yeah.
Sir, there is lots of algorithm like L dash R dash. It will be very difficult to explain.
Sadly found myself feeling like
In the whole history of independent India, there is one IS officer, collector, who was dismissed without formally assigning any reason, without giving him any opportunity to defend himself. Remember who he was?
Sir, I'm sorry, I'm not aware about.
He has to do with Tejpur.
Yes, sir, most probably. Sir, if I can take a guess, then most probably it was during the Indo-China war when the DC of Tejpur actually left Tejpur.
Yeah.
And that was the occasion when Nehru had said that my heart goes out to the people of Tejpur. Sir.
No, that ever painful sentence for Assam is a different point.
Yes, sir.
Assam never forgets that sentence. As an Indian, even I would say Assam should never forget that sentence. And the collector ran away with the helicopter,
Yes, sir.
which was meant for his duty.
Yes, sir.
And Lal Bahadur Shastri ji dismissed him.
Yes, sir. Okay, sir.
Now, what is Namghar?
Sir, Namghar is actually a multi-purpose institution, social institution in India. It is multi-purpose from the perspective that, sir, firstly, it is a place to for multiple people to congregate and discuss about the any issue that a village is facing at the moment. It might be social issue, it might be function, religious function as well. So secondly, it also serves as a as an area where we perform prayers, communal prayers of the entire community. So thirdly, it is also used often used as a place where we celebrate Bihu. We congregate and also play some sports during Bihu.
Who started this?
Sir, Namghar is mostly associated with Srimanta Shankardev.
I want to say that there is something that entire India should learn from Namghar. What is it?
So probably the one place that builds communal harmony among a small group of people. Sir.
No, not only builds. There are no castes.
Yes, sir, no caste.
According to me, that would be the greatest revolution in India.
Yes, sir. Actually, in Assam, sir, although I am studying now, but I have never seen any form of casteism in Assam.
Yeah. Who is Indira Goswami?
Sir, she is popularly known as Mamoni Roysam Goswami. She is an author from Assam. And
you read her literature?
Sir, unfortunately, I have.
Virendra Kumar Bhattacharya?
Yes, sir. Sir, no, sir, I have not read.
Do you continue to play football?
Sir, of late, I have been out of touch. However, I last played when I was in 4th year in medical college.
Okay. Thank you. Dr. Mayur, all the best.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Excellent interview. Very happy. Everything positive. All you have to do is continue like this. And not because there is something lacking today, but because the interview is 6 days from now on. That take care to be update on all issues. So coming 6 days, all newspapers, current for Assam and the Northeast, current for anthropology. I do want to alert you that today, the overall the way flow went, we also didn't want to stop, but there has to be some sort of limit. We could not engage you on anthropology. Keep yourself ready. Especially again, maybe various tribes in the Northeast, including Assam. So Bodos and all. So that may take us to discussion about Bodo Land, Hills Council, etc. Silchar. What are those two districts? Karbi Anglong.
Yes. So below south of Karbi Anglong or
Karbi Anglong itself, I am saying.
yes, West Karbi Anglong and East Karbi Anglong.
So big update.
Okay.
Then of course all India issues and the world.
Yes.
There also, especially with IFS as your first choice, which is a very good thing. We appreciate that. We hope UPSC panel also notices it and appreciates it. And at the same time, remember that IFS as your first choice may automatically generate questions on overall foreign policy.
Yes.
What we did today is with our best possible imagination and on anticipation, how your actual interview may go on 28th. So it is possible that Assam, Northeast, developmental issues, then foreign policy, it would be linked with the Act and Now, Look and Now Act is policy. on all the latest examples and all. So we have tried that. One school that you attended had a name Don Bosco.
Yes, sir.
Someone may discuss Don Bosco. The other had Ramanujan. I don't know whether the panel will discuss mathematics with a doctor, but the great person that Ramanujan was, and this Ramanujan is the mathematician, or is he Acharya Ramanujan?
That's a mathematician.
You know about him basics?
Yes, sir.
Saw the movie on him?
Sir, no, but I have studied about it.
Remember his period?
Sir, from 1888 to 1930, 1920.
He was from which place?
Erode, Tamil Nadu.
And got his mathematics education at
Trinity College under G.H. Hardy.
his Guru. Good, good. And his findings?
So he worked on functions, modular functions, tau functions, Ramanujan number 1729, continuous fraction, infinite series, and number theory.
Excellent. It is also that the latest mathematics,
Yes, sir.
I hope it is clear, because I am sorry we don't have much time to share. We can always tackle later on also, depending on to what extent is it possible for you. Quantum theory and relativity,
Yes, sir.
both are scientific,
Yes, sir.
but still their conclusions are contradictory to each other. So for last 123 years, science has been grappling with it, how to reconcile the contradiction.
Yes, sir.
Ramanujan's mathematics offers answer to that.
Yes, sir. I'm looking to it.
Yeah. And now AI.
Yes, sir.
So the world's mathematicians are completely amazed that Ramanujan's equations, they are written in pencil and full of many notebooks.
Yes, sir.
They are way above, way ahead of even AI.
Yes, sir.
So great person. I am again even personally proud of him. Inspiring figure.
Yes, sir.
And good that a school in Northeast thought of picking up Ramanujan's name. I believe this further consolidates our national integrity.
Yes, sir.
So great. Again with Santa Shankar there, so many questions, we tried some of them. The foreign infiltrator issue is almost bound to come up. That's a major one. Actually, for all practical political purposes, they have formed themselves into a political party.
Yes, sir.
Now get their representation in assembly, if possible in our parliament also. But that I have reserved as last two points I want to share with you. So, this one. Then of course job, we touched upon that,
Yes, sir.
but there could always be more to discuss. So your job as MO, if there is a panel member who also knows Naga,
Yes.
so Naga has its own background, history, in recent time also may come up. And to that extent I can assure you this one thing, at least one person on the panel will be knowledgeable about Assam.
Yes, sir.
So like you, today you have come off extremely well, just continue for another leg. Then you referred to 19th of June as birthday of some Padikkar.
Yes,
So who you were talking about?
P.N. Manikar. So he was from Kerala, and he led a library movement in Kerala. And based on him, we celebrate National Reading Day.
Are you sure his initials are PN?
PN.
PN, are you sure? Or are they KN?
So I'll have to look into it. But
He also was India's ambassador in Fiji.
so I'm not sure. I'm very confused now. But I think
You check, I will also check. I'm 99% certain it is KN Padikkar. M, KM. And yes, he was India's ambassador there.
In China?
Yeah. You remember his initials?
Came.
Huh. Yeah. Yeah.
He was not born on 19th.
And then his birthday is not 19th June, it is 3rd June.
so. On National Day, I think it's on 19th June. P.N. Manikar.
Yeah.
I think both are different.
So, Mother Panikar?
Most probably yes.
Maybe we'll have to find out.
You are talking about the man
Yes,
who was the
birthday is 1st of
Secretary of the
March.
States?
There is another P.N. Panikkar.
It is the Secretary of State, sir.
But first March his birthday is. He died on 19th of March.
Oh yes, ma'am. Not birthday.
Do we celebrate that as National
Yeah, it
Leaders
says
Day?
that he's one of the father of library.
In his memory. Okay. That is P.N.
Yes, sir. PM.
And not birthday, he died on
Yeah.
19th of June. Okay, okay. Tejpur may lead the panel to discuss the 1962 war also. So just brush up and keep yourself ready. The Chinese army, to our misfortune, had come up to Tejpur. That is when Nehru said, "My heart goes with you." So Assam, it has become a part of genetic code of Assam. And Nehru gave up on Assam. That is the only collector who was dismissed. Then football, of course, we found less time. Otherwise, that is one game I personally enjoy. Actually, more than cricket. Then your Gmail address is 1328@g.
Yes.
I don't know what is it. Is it
Sir,
when the
it was-
Ahom regime started?
Sir, no, it was Google recommended.
Remember when Ahom regime started?
Yes, sir.
When?
1228.
Yeah. Capital?
First, sir, there were 7 capitals for Ahom period. First capital was Soraideo, which was put by Lord Sukapa. And then secondly, there was Sorguya, then Bokota, then Gorgaon, then Portula, then Longpur.
Not yet coming to where they were for longest time.
Gorgaon.
Shivsagar.
Shivsagar was not a capital of Ahom, sir.
We will check up.
Yes, I am almost sure about that.
Okay. It is good to be sure. I will still keep my fingers crossed and we will check.
Yes.
Have you visited temples at Shivsagar?
Yes, I have visited when I was very young.
But the questions on temple architecture may come up. Huh?
Yes, sir.
It's a very exclusive defining feature for Assam.
Yes.
So temples and temple architecture over there. So football. So excellent, Mayur. Last 2 points. I am also personally curious. You prepared, did you come somewhere in Delhi, join some coaching class, or you prepared back there?
Like this, while I was working in the rural service.
And is it like on your own, or you had some guidance available?
So I took online classes. However, because of my workload, I actually could not watch those in full. I just looked after 2-3 subjects.
I don't know whether you know that there is Ambedkar Academy in Guwahati, which is backed by the state government. Because it is established by Chanakya Mandal student who now works in Assam. As of today, he is on deputation. But he was secretary to 3 chief ministers. Not because he is psychophantic, but because he is outstanding. That in spite of all changes in regime, every chief minister chose to continue. And Assam is full of Chanakya Mandal officers.
Okay, sir.
You will have lots of senior friends already there, but you are going to be in IFS. IFS also is full of Chanakya Mandal students. I'll tell you their lists. Okay, at least one of them is a doctor. His name is Shilpak Ambule. He is now a senior IFS officer, and today he is considered Jaishankar's right hand man. His doctor, remember, even in the interview it comes up, if it comes up, how a doctor wants to join foreign service, you can refer to his name, saying, "Hi sir, it has been brought to my notice that such and such an officer, Dr. Shilpak Ambule, yeah, right? And lastly, again, interview or feedback part, all is over. It is plainly human and more Indian discussion for just about, hopefully, 2-3 minutes.
Yes.
During the interview, you said foreign infiltration is not a mortal danger. So, do you mean it, or were you talking like a quintessential Indian?
Sorry, sir, I'm actually unable to get what.
The scale at which infiltration went on,
Yes, sir.
forget today.
Yes, sir.
43 years ago, it was a mortal danger.
Yes, 43 years.
And has it reduced in intervening 43 years?
Sir, the reports so contradict. It shows that they are still continuing this.
Trickle, it has come down to serious trickle.
Yes, sir.
But the very agitation in 1980 started because of this realization that if it goes on now,
Yes.
Assamias themselves will be reduced to minority.
Yes, sir. Just like what happened with Tripura.
So in 2023, you are still sitting here in the interview and saying, no, it is not mortal danger.
Yes.
Population balances have changed.
Yes.
The very nature of many constituencies in Assam has changed.
Yes.
And of course, you know that there are lobbies which are working.
Yes.
Original Indian may not get Aadhaar card or anything, but these infiltrators, everything is immediately managed and all. So, are you seriously saying there is no mortal danger?
Sir, this is definitely a very sensitive issue to all Assamese people, and for me as well, it's a very big issue.
I am saying it's a mortal danger. Do you know that the percentage of original Assamiyas in the population has come
Yes.
down?
Yes.
What is true? What is it now today?
Assamese speaking people is around 48% today.
Huh? So
Sir, I also have one experience like there used to be a place on the riverside. On the riverside, when I was young in the school days, me and my friends used to go there, talk and just have some time. But when I was in my medical college time, me and my friends decided that we visit the place once again. But when we reached the place, we realized that entire land has been enclosed support, and it was evident that they were not Assamese people.
absolutely.
The area seemed so hostile, so we actually had to decide to leave that place.
Yeah. All Chur Islands,
Yes, sir.
Kaziranga per se,
Yes.
last two chief ministers have done something to remove it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, but it turns into one Chanakya Mandal officer was SDO Tejpur. Think about it, Tejpur is northern part, Upper Assam.
Yes.
But the infiltrators were right up to there.
Yes, sir. It has reached up till Tejpur, I think.
So he took some action. That was successful. But those infiltrators formed a delegation, made him hold your breath. Huh? Here is an IAS officer sitting as SDM. That delegation told him that okay, you removed us now, but remember in 20 years we are going to control this. That is their arrogance, that is their overconfidence. It is quintessential Indian to be so relaxed that no, this is not a mortal danger, etc. So just plain human curiosity. Assam, the beautiful part of India, has to continue with India as India.
Yes.
Okay, Mayur? So once you join the service, you will strengthen India.
Yes, sir.
Anything you want to ask?
Sir, this issue of my eyes hearing. Sir,
Yeah.
what should I do? Should I go for with my hands or should I take a hanky and just say sorry after watching it?
Yeah. I will suggest you during the interview, first time you feel like doing this,
Yes, sir.
make the panel aware. Sir, please excuse me. I have this small issue with my eyes. And then you go ahead and wipe. Point is, don't be apologetic about it. Don't at all be nervous about it. It's a matter of fact. Nothing to worry. Done?
Yes.
200 plus, huh?
Okay, sir.
As of now, I am saying like 191, 192. But on 20th, actually, you know best of the score in last 5 years?
Sir, 212 or something?
50. 12 also was a Chanakya Mandal student. 15 also is a Chanakya Mandal student. You go for that. You can go or cross it. Right? Excellent. Mayur, all the very best. We will pray for your success. These are notes by the panel members for you. Yeah. Bless you.
All the best.